Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel again, General Technology Knowledge. Today we will continue our lesson about TIA Portal version 16 that focus about counter up-down operations. In the previous video, we already learned about counter up, counter down, and already connected to the HMI for set the value of PV and see the status of CV and also see the status of output. Yes, by press the button for counter up and down. So in this video, I will show about the counter up down in one block. It means that two counter in one block. Yes, this block is include counter up and down. Yes, only one block, and we also create the new HMI for connect to the counter also. Okay, before go to create the sample program, I would like to explain a little bit for the function of this counter up down. Okay, so here is the button for enable the CU, it means that counter up, and here the button for enable the counter down, and here is the reset counter, and here is the load input. Yes, and here is the PV that we can set point. Yes, and for output it has two also for status of counter up. You see QU, it means that counter up status, and QD, it means that counter down status, and here is the CV. When we press up and down, it will show the status of PV, sorry, CV. Okay, so let's go to create the sample program for program block and HMI for test with the counter. Okay, so let's go. So first open TIA Portal version 16. Yes, that we already installed in the PC. Yes, wait a moment for opening the project. Yes, for TIA Portal version 16. Actually, if our computer is RAM around 16 or 8 GB, the software will run smoothly. If we use RAM 4 GB or 2 GB, our computer will slow a little bit. Okay, so I will use the simulation project that we already learned in the previous project. So let's open it. Yes, and this take time a little bit for open the existing project. Yes, if everyone would like to learn about the first video, everyone can go to see my previous video. Yes, that I already explain about the first video, how to create project or how to create the screen. Yes, so right now let's go to project view. Yes, go to project view for create the sample project. Yes, okay, and then let's go to PLC and go to the program block. yes, and go to the main OB1 organization block number 1 and open it. Okay, so it take time a little bit more for open the OB1. Yes. Okay, in the previous video we learned about counter up and counter down. So today we will learn about counter up down. So we can comment we are learning about counter up and counter down. Okay, two in one block. Yes. Okay, so let's go to counter operation and then go to IEC counters and then drag and drop the CT up down to the network. Yes. And then let's click OK. Yes. Yes, let's click OK. And you see here is the C up enable, right? So I can use the NO button. Here is start from 30.3, right? So I will start from 30 M30.4. Yes. Okay, M30.4, and we can comment the text example CMD. Sorry, C up enable. Yes, C up enable. And this one example M30.5. Yes, for C down enable, right? So C down enable. Okay, C down enable. Then here is the reset. Yes, so I can use M30.6. Yes, 30.6, and then rename. Example reset C up down reset. Yes, like this. And here is the load input. Yes, so we can write load input. Yes, load input. And actually we can write the M30.7. Yes, load input. And we can rename the text to load input. And here is the PV. So PV we can use MW 100H. Yes. So MW 100H. Okay. This is a counter up down PV, right? So C up down PV. Yes. And here is the output enable for counter up. Yes, so we can use Q 10.2, right? So Q 10.2. Yes, 10.2, and we can comment C up out. Yes, and this is a output status for counter down. So we can write Q 10.3. Yes, and we can write C down out, yes, like this. And here is the CV. For CV we can use MW 110, yes, 110, and this is the C up down CV, right? Okay, C up down CV, and we can save the project and then start simulation. Yes, we can start simulation. Okay, start simulation. Yes, for the PLC, and we will create the HMI also for click counter up and down and reset and load input and see the status of counter up and counter down. Yes, so wait a moment for compile the configuration programming, and we will load to the PLC sim. Okay, so click load, yes, and then start the CPU. Yes, could not change operation mode, so we can go to simulation again, and then go here and then go to stop all, and then download selection, yes, and finish. So we can online after we start the CPU and then simulation. Yes, okay, so right now we can online, you see, and in the next step we will go to create the HMI text for create the HMI screen and test. Okay, so to create the HMI text, let's go to HMI and then go to HMI text and then show to all. Show all text, yeah, double click, and we will create the address to match with the PLC, right, for HMI. Example, here is the counter up enable, so C up CU enable, yeah, and start from M, right? So start from M. Okay, M 30.3, yes, sorry, 30.4, 30.4, and one more for CD enable, yeah, it will start from M 30.5, yes, and one more for reset. So here is the C up down reset, yeah, 30.6, one more for load input, right? So C up down load input, yes, 30.7, and one more for output, right? So C up out, start from %Q 10.2, yes, so here is %Q 10.2, yes, one more for C down out 10.3, and CB, right, this one, sorry, PV. So C up down PV, it is the integer, right? So we should change the data type to integer and start from MW 100H. Okay, and one more for C up down CV. Yes, start from percent MW 110. Okay, so that okay, so we can go to the HMI. Yes, I would like to create on the screen number 3. Yes, so double click screen number 3. Yes, and I will delete this one, and let's go to screen number 2 to copy all component and text that we already created in the previous video. So select here, yes, and then Control C, copy, yes, and go to screen number 3 and Control V for paste. Okay, so we need to rename, right? So up down, yes, counter up down operation, and this is a SV for set point in the CV, yes, and here is the counter up enable, right? So we need to copy one more, right click, copy and paste, yeah, like this, right? And one more for load input and reset, right? So we can copy and paste and adjust like this. Yes, adjust like this. Okay, and we can copy the one more motor, right, for counter up and down stator. Example, I can adjust like this. Yes, and I will copy one more. Okay, like this. Right. Okay, so I will rename this one to counter up enable. Okay, counter down enable, and this one for load input, counter load input, and this one for reset counter, right? Counter, okay, like this. And we will configure the button for enable the counter up, right? So let's go to right click on the button for counter up enable and go to the event, right? So when pressed, it will set bit, yes, set bit C up down enable. So C up enable, right? C up enable, yes, C up enable, this one, and we can copy and go to the release and then paste this text to here, yes, and one more for counter down, right? So right click and then go to the counter down, right? CD counter down enable, and then we can copy and then go to the release. Yes, and this one for load input, right? So load input, I can use the only one for event, so I can use click, right? So when click, it will set bit. Yes, set bit intake, or we can use the invert bit. Yes, invert bit. What is the bit for invert? So we can write the load C up load input, right? C up down load input, C up down load input. Yeah, this one, and this one for reset the counter, right? So when we press, it will set the bit reset. Yes, so C up down reset. Okay, and when release, it will reset the C up down, right? C up down reset, and continue to configure the SV for counter. So let's go to property and then go to general, and then choose the C up down. Yes, C up down PB. Yes, and it was the output input, right? Okay, so we choose the input, and this one for output, right? So C up down CV. Yes, C up down CV, and this is a counter up, right? Counter up enable output. So let's go to animation, and then go to display, and go to apparent for choose the text. Yeah, so here is the up down, C up. Yes, C up, C up out. Yes, and when it's 0, it will show red color, and when it 1, it will show green color, right? So one more for this one. So here is the counter down output enable, right? So C down output. Yes, and the condition is the same as the counter up. When it's 0, it will show red color, and when the status 1, it will show green color, right? So let's save our project, and then go to simulation for test. Yes, okay, wait a moment for running the simulation. Yes, okay, so let's open the main program. Yes, I will adjust to like this, easy to see. Yes, okay, like this. So you see the counter up down status is on. Yes, it's on. So when I set the SV to PV to 10 example, you see the counter up status is become a red color. It means that it off, the status output is off, but the counter down, it still show the green color, right? Because the CV is still 0. Okay, so when I adjust, yeah, by press this button up, yeah, you see up until 10. Yes, you see the status of counter up output is start change from red color to green color. It means that the SV, yeah, the SV equal CV. Okay, so when I press down, yes, until 0. Yes. You see the status of counter down output is enabled. Okay, you see true for percent Q 10.3. Yes. If I would like to load the output, yes, sorry, load the input, it will change the status. Yes, you see. When we press load input, it will move from PV to CV. Okay, move the value. So it will move 10 to CV. Yes. If I would like to reset, I can press this button for reset. Yes, you see. Okay, reset to 0. So this is a instruction how to use counter up down in only one block. Yes, actually it just example that I use the button for up and down, but in the real practice on our job, our work, it will use from the sensor or the proximity sensor for count the object, some objects like count the bag or count the can or count the bottle, like the actual job. Okay, so it's just example to everyone about how to use the counter up down. Yes, I hope this video everyone will understand about it, and I would like to say thank you very much for watching my video. And if everyone have any question, please kindly drop comment under my video. And I'm also sorry when I have a mistake. Yes, because my English is not so good, so I'm so sorry. Yes, and I would like to request to everyone for like, share and subscribe my channel also to get more notification and more new videos that I will create step by step. So in this time, I would like to say thank you very much again and see you next videos. Bye bye.